Alright guys, what is Node.js? For us to understand exactly what Node.js is, we have to understand how the internet works. Now, when you are on your computer and you open up your browser and you make a request or you try to open a website like youtube.com, for example, what happens is your browser makes a request to the youtube.com server and the server responds with the website data, and then your browser simply displays it to you. So in that case, you and your browser are the client and the youtube.com server is the server, and that responds to your request. Let's go ahead and make a sample request so that you understand more. If I come to my browser right now and I open up medium.com, you can see that the first thing the browser does is it starts making a request to the server. And if you check this icon right here, you can see that it makes a request in the opposite direction. And then after that, it becomes green and then comes back with a response, which is the page we see right now. To understand more, I'm going to inspect this page and then I'm going to come to my network right here and I'm just going to select all right here. So this network tab is going to show us information of the request and response life cycle of the browser. So if I refresh this page right now, check right here. The first thing right at the top is medium.com. So the browser makes a request to medium.com and then medium.com responds with a response. So check right here, you can see response. And the response is HTML, right? Containing all the HTML for this specific page. And if you preview this HTML, you can see it's exactly what we have in the browser right here. Okay, so the browser makes a request to the server and then the server understands the request that the browser is making and then it responds with the specified response for that specific request. And we also have headers right here that contains information containing the request. So now that we understand how the browser and the server communicate together, what is Node.js? Now, in the past, there have been unique programming languages that help us respond to browser requests on the server. So for example, on the medium.com server, there might be a programming language such as PHP that understands a request from the browser and responds with the correct response. Okay? Or there can be something like Java or like C# that understands the request and responds with a response. Node.js was created to give us the possibility of running JavaScript on the server, which means that we can understand requests made from the browser on our server using JavaScript. So once you have Node.js installed, you can be able to respond to this request from the browser using JavaScript programming language. So that's it. Node.js gives us the possibility of creating servers or running JavaScript on the server to respond to requests from the client. Okay? So that's basically it. So you have to understand that normally JavaScript was normally run only in the browser, which means that it helps to give interactivity. Like when I click right here, it shows me this drop down. But with the power of Node.js, we would be able to take JavaScript to the server and actually respond to specific response from the browser. Okay, so to install Node.js, all you need to do is come to the nodejs.org website right here and then specify your operating system. So for example, I'm a macOS user, so I have to download this right here. So once you click on this, it's going to start the download. So you can come to the download section for the specific operating system like Windows, for example, or macOS or Linux, depending on your operating system. And all you want to do is download the specific installer for your operating system and install it. That's it. It's really, really that easy. Okay. So once you're done installing Node, what you should be able to see in your terminal, so you just open up a terminal right there and you can run node-v and you should see the version of Node right here. So if you installed this one right here, then you should be able to see the version 10 or the version 8 if you installed version 8. Okay, so just make sure that you install that and then you run node-v to see the version, and then you also want to run npm-v and it's going to show you the version also. So npm is something we're going to talk about in future, but that's it guys. So basically, Node is going to help us create servers and actually respond to browser requests from the server. Okay? So thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you on in the very next lesson.